Hello, AU 2021, and welcome to my class. My name is Juan Tena Flores, and I am the Regional Digital Design Manager at Keio International Consultants. I'm based in Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates, and it's my pleasure to speak in front of all of you. I'm very proud for being selected among so many classes submitted. I hope that you can enjoy this class as much as I enjoyed preparing it. And I know that this is a virtual event, but it won't be as engagement, will not have as much engagement as in person, but I will try to keep you engaged, and I hope that you stay till the end to the Q&A session so that you can ask me any questions as well. I guess that if you're attending this class, it's because you will probably would like to do something more important and spend less time doing some repetitive task and spend your time in doing something more interesting, as this repetitive task doesn't require any skills or expertise. So first of all, I would like to speak a little bit about our company, Keio. It is a highly integrated and agile AEP PMCM firm ranked by ENR in the top 225 international design firms, in the top 20 international PMCM firms, and by World Architecture as the 50th largest global architecture firm and the first firm in the Middle East region in their 2021 WAS survey. Keio is a creative enterprise where innovation is a way of life. We are uniquely resourced with end-to-end services to take clients from inspiration through conceptualization to realization of planning, design, or project delivery in the built and natural environments. For over 57 years, we've led the vision, contributing to many of the world's most ambitious projects and iconic places in the Middle East. Keio is continually pursuing innovations that will crystallize the client's vision by promoting design excellence, high standards, and delivery quality, and using experience and expertise to resolve complexity and realize opportunity. BIM is our standard way of delivering projects, and it is used of most of what we do. It plays a powerful role on unifying and aligning our processes, standards, and procedures. And our ISO 19650 Kitemark certificate by BSI demonstrates evidence of it. We're also an Autodesk service provider select since mid of this year, and we provide that BIM advisory and consulting services. So getting to the point of the class now, topic of how to automate repetitive tasks on BIM360 to improve cloud collaboration. I would like to give you a summary of the 4 different learning objectives that I summarize in the class. First, I will identify 8 different options to automate tasks and interoperability between BIM360 and other platforms. I will show you 7 different tasks that we can automate that currently are done manually and that could save you a lot of time. I will show you 5 different interoperability tasks in order to integrate with other platforms and BIM360. And finally, I will show you 4 different project migration options with on-premises files to BIM360. So any project that you may have in your local servers and you would like to migrate to BIM360, I will show you what's the best approach to that. Now, the first learning objective. Identify the different options available to automate tasks and integrate with other tools and BIM360. So before getting into that, we need to understand that there are 3 different type of tools available in the market now. We have web-based platforms that you can access from your web browser and get into the action. Then we have desktop-based applications. And the last type is cloud program platforms, which also will be accessed through a web browser. So the first of the 8 different options is ACC Connect. also known as Workato. It's a cloud programming platform, so therefore you need to access from your web browser. It has a library that allows you to integrate between more than 200 applications. It's a connected experience between all these applications and integrate all these software applications easily. And also gives you a dashboard that can give you real-time access to critical data in case that you need to understand the different process that it's happening in the platform while transferring or creating this automated task. I will show you now a little bit as an introduction of the platform. So currently they have changed even the way that it looks. As you could see, there's a little bit of the difference between the PowerPoint and this. So it's quite simple as well. You have your projects, the dashboard, and the community library, and then some other tools to help you out to connect with other utilities. So we have the projects where you can just organize your different recipes. So these different tasks that we'll create is called a recipe, and we can organize in projects. And then, as I said, we have these recipes where you will create that. And then we have the connections. The connection is what we have explained, that we have more than 200 connections. When we create a new connection, you will see here the list of all the different softwares that we can connect. Cloudflare, the second option, it's a web-based platform as well. It's an on-premise to cloud transfer or a cloud to cloud migration solution. It supports about 20 cloud storage providers such as Bin360, OneDrive, Office 365, and many others. It also provides a solution from your file system to other 12 different ECM on-premise systems. And companies and users can migrate their data in a fast and secure manner while continuing to work on their source systems. And let me show you as well a little bit as an introduction. So you will need to have your username and password, and it's quite simple and straightforward, the interface. You will have on the left these different options for the plans, the summaries, or the users that you may have added into your account. And then you just have the source and the target. It's that simple as that. You just need to select from where to where you would like to connect. And here you have these 20 different options that you can select from one to the other. Our third option is 360 Admin Tools. It facilitates administration, migration, transformation, and real-time information task. It's, again, a web-based platform. It allows you to transfer information between projects, accounts, hubs, and other few cloud storage platforms as well. It has also some real-time dashboards so that you can as well visualize the data that is being either transferred or with the users. And it also can manage tasks of assigning users massively to different projects or to multiple projects or a user to multiple projects. And let me give you an overview of that as well. So this is the home tab of 360 Admin Tools. I will give you an understanding of all the different, it has the different dashboards for the access that you can filter by the different accounts. And let me just go back here. I will explain in details later. The third one is the Transfer app. It's again another web-based platform. With the Transfer app, you can transfer the same files between different Bin360 accounts or projects only. So Bin360 to Bin360 can be even docs or teams Bin360 projects. The only request that we'll have is will ask you for Bin360 login credentials, and then you will access automatically the app. And the benefit is you don't no longer need to have to download your files locally and then re-upload to the new Pin360 location. It's as easy as, again, similar to the previous one, one on the left, one on the right. You select from where you would like to transfer to where is your target, and you will just transfer the files, and it will be that simple. So going back here to show you quickly, in order to log in, just need your email and credentials, and you will need to log into your Pin360 account. It will ask you for your Autodesk credentials, and you will have to allow and authorize the app. And similarly to where we like to transfer, you will have to do the same step and allowing. So you will see the projects listed on the left and the right, and you just select the files. So this tool allows you only to transfer files between one to the other, from where to where, and you will just click. You can see it's not quite intuitive, but this arrow over here, once you select files on the left and the target on the right, click on the arrow and the file will be transferred. The next one is 360 Sync. 360 Sync automatically transfer, organize, and archives project files across applications. Now, this is the first app that we see is not web-based. It's a desktop-based application. Of course, it will save you time, similarly to the previous one, an effort to automate the file transfer process and implementing this double data entry between different platforms. It can automatically update your Pin360 files whenever you upload or update a new file to your computer server or Pin360 project, and it's very easy to set up and to use. So let me give you as well an overview. So 360 Sync, this is a desktop app, as you can see. It's as easy as first setting up your connection. You will need to add your connection to Pin360 as I have here. You just need to give your credentials and your password. And finally, you need to add your projects. To the project, you just need to provide a name. And after that, you will need to add a mapping of what would you like to map against each other. And one of the biggest benefits of 360 Sync as well is that you can either run it once or you can schedule it as you wish. The next one is another web-based platform called Imaginate Clarity Cloud. It's a task automation that runs in the cloud with no on-premise hardware. So similar to the previous one, it's fully hosted. It's a fully hosted BIM automation platform that takes care of predictive Revit, AutoCAD, and Pin360 tasks. So you can schedule tasks to run automatically, export views, sheets to multiple formats, and you can also do an e-transmit to get files ready to leave Pin360, to publish them, or to move files in Pin360. So let's take a look at this. So again, it's another web-based platform where you will have to just set up your account, your preferences. Once that's set, once that is done, you will need to create a new project. Just give a name and a number, an office location, and type. So that will be based on the different integrations that you have done. So currently it's only with Pin360. And once you have a project, is when you can you will have first a project home that will give you an overview of the task defined, the files, so you can navigate to see the files. And then you can define the different tasks that you will run, so you will see the current and the complete ones. We'll go into the details later on. The next one is the BIMRX Cloud Manager. This is another desktop-based application. It's just to simplify similarly the Pin360 project management. Here we can manage multiple projects simultaneously and enable project data synchronization between, again, internet servers or local information with the cloud. We can create multiple Pin360 projects simultaneously, manage our users easily, and filter as well the different members that we have. And the last thing is that we can automate the model publishing, upload and downloading with custom integration, and intelligently sync this local folder or files to and from Bin360. So this is a desktop app. As differently to other tools, something that I would like to recommend them is to actually, when they provide a trial, similarly to other tools, is that they give a limited trial. So currently I cannot show you as the trial lasts for 15 days. So here you can see the different automation tools that can be done and the different jobs that you can automate. And the last one is Autodesk Forge. It's a cloud-based developer platform from Autodesk, and all of these tools that you have seen is based on Forge, as Forge is the basis of Bin360 Docs. And from here, anyone can create their own apps and access the Bin360 API, data management APIs, all the different APIs given by Forge. And here you have, again, a web-based platform where you can just sign in and start creating your apps. Okay, and all of this, you need always to consider the different admin settings that you need to add. So for all of these apps to work, you need to go to your account admin. You need to be an admin of your account, and you need to go either to the apps. Here you will see all the different apps that are integrated with Bin360, and you will need to authorize them in order to be used in your hub. And similarly, in case that you have a client hub that you want to integrate, you will need to ask them to similarly authorize these apps. The other way as well, some other apps, instead of from the apps dialog, we need to do it through the custom integrations. So in settings, custom integration, we'll add the custom integration and we'll have to follow the steps given by these different apps. This is a basic step for this to work. So the second learning objective, to automate these different tasks, I will show you as an example. The first one is to export PDF with markups. Something that has happened to us in few projects is that our team has created a markup in several PDFs, and all that PDFs then need to be shared with someone else that doesn't have access or need to be uploaded to a client document management system. So in summary, the person will have to go and open each PDF and export, and then that file will be downloaded and then uploaded manually to the client portal. What we can do with ACC Connect, we can create a recipe to actually automate this task. So if I go back here, so this is the project. Here we have 60 different PDFs, all of them with markups. So someone will have to go here, export, wait for the file to export, and all of that. So you can see how time consuming, and even it can lead into an error that you may miss one file. So the recipe will be as simple as gathering the information from the location, exporting the drawing, and then following different actions so that the files will be then either, you can choose here either if you want to upload to, we selected to upload to the same project, but to a different folder, or you can even download to or upload to another location. So this is the first automation that I wanted to show you that saves a lot of time. Something quite common nowadays is that clients, they have their own Bin360 as their common data environment, but they use it as, if you understand a little bit of the ISO 19650 and how it works, on how information is managed from work in progress to shared to published. So clients are using their Bin360 platform as their published CDE environment. And either the lead appointed party will have their own Bin360 set for the team to collaborate in that platform, where they will have their WP and shared information. And once it's to be published, they will need to transfer all that information to the client's Bin360. So the step will be for the information managers or the document controllers to download that, upload to the client. As you can see, that could be quite time consuming as well. So we have 3 different tools to automate that task. Is ACC Connect, Bin360 Sync, or BIMAX Cloud Manager. What I will show you as one of these 3 examples is using Cloudflare. So it will be as simple as first we'll need to connect to our Bin360 account. It will be similar to the dialog that I show you with the transfer app. You will need to allow and to authorize the app to connect. And you just need to go to your project in your hub, select the project in the client's hub. I will not select here anything just for the sake of the demonstration. You select the folders that you want to transfer, and then you select the target of where you want to transfer that information, and then you create a plan. Automatically, that will create all these plans that you see here. Once it's completed, once in progress, that will be completed. And it's as simple as that. We can, so that's the one-time sync, which is the one that I was going to explain later on. So the live sync, it can be done as well with 360 sync. So let me show you now. With 360 sync, what we can do, as I explained earlier, once we define a project, we add the mapping. That mapping, we just need to give a name. Here we define from where to where. So here, as you can see, I only see my connection to these hubs. So depending if the client has authorized this app to actually be on that project, then you will be able to select the project that you want and then to transfer to that specific folder. Okay. And let's select this. So once you save it, I will need to give a name. So as I already have one prepared, once it's defined, then you can either play, so run, it will run one time, similarly to what I saw on the other app, or you can schedule. So that's why when it comes that is a kind of live sync, because you can schedule this for any days or any specific days. You can repeat this. So if you repeat this action every minute, then it's a kind of a live sync, and then how much will be the duration of this? And once you save that, every minute it will look for, and in the date that you will select, it will automatically look for new files and then transfer to our clients. The other one that I was explaining earlier, so with Cloudflare, the one-time sync, we can do it with that, which was the demo that I was trying to explain. And then I'm going to show you as well with the 360 admin tools. Let me minimize this. Okay, with the 360 admin tools, we'll go to the sync projects. And let me just go back here and try to log in. So I have to log in with my game at this account. I will authorize the tool. And it's not working now. So this is even though that is recorded, it's a kind of live demo. So that will be another option to do it with the admin tools. We can do it as well with the transfer app, but note that with the transfer app, we can only select files, but not folders. Okay, now I will show you different tasks, different automation tasks that we can do with Clarity Cloud from the Revit models daily publish. So, you know, in Bin360 currently, you can only do it on weekly basis, not on daily basis. Then we will see as well on the Revit or AutoCAD in-transmit. So with Revit, if you want to in-transmit, you will have to go to your File Explorer and navigate to the Bin360 project and sync that model. And depending on how big or small that file is, it may take longer. And then go to Revit and select one by one file or model and in-transmit. With AutoCAD is similar, but you can select several files. And the last thing that we can automate with Clarity is to print or export from Revit and AutoCAD into these formats, from AutoCAD to PDF, from Revit to all of these. With PDF is only when the Revit models are in 2022 version, and we can also export the schedules. So let's look into Imagenet Clarity now. Here, when we define the task, I have here as an example, export to PDF, we edit this task. You will see we just need to provide the name. We need to select the files that we want to do. So here it will be listed this sample project. We only have one Revit model. If we have more, it will list all the models that we have defined in the WP area and all the CAD files as well, in case that it's a different task. And then the common dialogues that we see in the applications for printing and so on. And then what is important here is if you want to be on demand or scheduled. Depending on that, it will be just a one-time run. If it's scheduled, it will ask us on when we want to that to happen. So we can select the date. And here, this is the export to PDF. But if we go back to the definition of the Bin360 publish, that can be done only currently weekly. Here we can select a daily basis. So the model will be automatically published on the dates and the time that you wish. Then we have the Bin360 user management and bulk assign. We can use either the 360 admin tools or the BIM-RX Cloud Manager. Both are quite powerful. We just need to select the account, the projects that we want to assign. We can select one or multiple, and then we can filter by either email, we can filter by name, we can filter by company, by role, and then with one tick, we can select them all and then assign, and all of them will be assigned automatically. It's quite similar BIM-RX Cloud Manager, but on the left you see the list of projects, here are the users, and then the roles. You select them similar as on the left, and you can also even just for navigation to see your active users, inactive users, or pending. You can filter them as well. Okay, the integration with other platforms, Bin360 link to OneDrive is similar in order to have a backup. Some companies use OneDrive as local storage. We can as well link both. In this case, we are using ACC Connect. And basically, we need to connect to both Bin360 and OneDrive. And an example here. So that will be the recipe where we define the path and then how the file will be automatically uploaded to the path in OneDrive. The other way, from OneDrive to Bin360, we can do it as well using the 360 admin tools or Cloudflare. So let me show you in Cloudflare how this will work. So let me log in again. And we just need to define from where to where. Here we can select from OneDrive. I will connect. It will ask us a similar login credentials with our email ID and authorization. And then we'll see here the different folders within the project, within your OneDrive, that you can sync between one and the other. In ACC Connect, we can also transfer from Bin360 to other platforms as Dropbox. We can even create a kind of conditional formulas so that we can even filter specific formats. So we can, for example, say, okay, I want only DWGs to be transferred. and we'll do it by creating these if formulas. The other way around, if we have a documents in Dropbox that we like to transfer to Win360, here you'll see this is a longer recipe that needs more details because it needs to replicate the same, we use this to replicate the same folder structure, so to ensure that it will follow that arrangement. Something else is Win360 to Outlook or Slack. If you're a person that don't like the way that to receive so many emails, to simplify that, you can use this to post messages on Slack. So in case the things that we can check is if there is an issue, it will get you a message on Slack. There is an issue created, please look into it, or there is a new document, and that will be the same. It's a quite simple recipe, and in Slack you will get, okay, this is the project, this is the issue title, and this is the description, or this is the file that you have, and that will be it. And the last learning objective is about these on-premise files to Win360. So here we have 4 different options. The first one is Cloudflare. The only thing that we need to define differently to what I showed you is to define the agent. So we need to install a Cloudflare on-premise agent. We'll download, we'll assign, we'll copy and paste the token that will be given by the app, and we'll run it. And once that is done, the Win360 authorization is what I showed you earlier, and you just can select. Let's close this. And here in Cloudflare, what we can do is select the file system, and we'll connect. It will look for our on-premise agent that should be running, so that we can look, and I will open it. And then we'll find the files that you have in your computer. And then you can transfer from one to the other. The other option is what I showed you earlier as well with 360 Sync. Here we can select as well not only the Win360 connection, but also Windows. Here we don't need any on-premise agent. It will be just a matter of selecting the folders, saving, and we can as well create a schedule or run it one time. Bingmarex Cloud Manager is quite similar. We have to create the local projects, and then we'll have to select from where to where we like to transfer them. And the last one is ACC Connect. That is quite similar to the first. We have to create an on-premise agent. We'll have to create an on-premise group, add the agent, run the agent, and then create a recipe that will use that agent locally, and then to select the target on Win360. And that was the last item that I wanted to explain. I hope that you enjoyed the class, and I hope that now you will stay for a Q&A session. And I hope to see you there. Thank you very much for attending, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.